Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool lava flow. So it's called the Valley of Fires in New Mexico. It's basically a really small lava flow. Covers about 125 square miles, and it's only about 4 to 6 miles wide. But I guess it's one of the newest lava flows in the continental United States, meaning it's, you know, the volcano erupted most recently, I guess, to put it into simple terms. But pretty cool little spot to stop. I'm actually on a road trip heading to El Paso, but decided to stop at a couple of cool spots. This is one of them. Again, it's called Valley of Fires. They actually do have a campground here that you can camp at, and you know, a couple of trails and stuff like that you can walk around. So just a cool little spot in between I-25 and Carrizozo on Highway 380. Just thought I'd stop and check it out. And I mean, it's lava, so not much to say about lava. Everybody knows what that's all about, but nevertheless, it's a pretty sight to see for sure. So if you're ever in the area, cool little place to stop and maybe have a picnic or just take a quick little hike through the lava. They do have full water and electrical hookups. This is what the campsite looks like for $18 a night. And as you can see, it comes with an amazing view. Fire pit, grill, picnic table, and then an awesome view of the lava flow, just almost as far as you can see that way, and then up over the hill this way. It looks pretty cool. Looks like they got a bunch of neat walking paths that go down through here. I don't know if you can see those kind of snaking down through there. And then of course, like I said, just awesome views of the lava flow from end to end as far as you can see. So one of the places I might actually stop and camp for a day or two in the future, and walk some of these trails and check out the area a little more extensively. But just wanted to stop and see what it actually looks like from this view. I've always just drove right past, which the main highway is right there over here on the horizon. So little ways off the road, probably quiet enough, but really pretty view, that's for sure. So these are all the different camping spots at the Valley of Fires, and it is, looks like $15 to stay and $6 if you want to have a shower. Oh, I guess, I'm sorry, it's $18 if you want to have full service. It's only $12 if you don't want service, $7 if you're going to stay in a tent. So pretty darn cheap to stay here, even with full hookups and everything. It's only $18 a day, which is pretty good. Stop on this road trip, continuing on from Valley of Fires to White Sands. So see you there. Had to stop and visit the world's largest pistachio. There's me next to it, and there's the whole dang thing. I'm actually at a pistachio farm, which, well, farm, orchard, I guess, is maybe, I don't know what the hell they call a nut farm. Orchard, I guess. But anyways, little known fact about southern New Mexico is they're a huge producer of pistachios and also pecans. So figured I'd stop at this old country store, check out the pistachio trees. It's raining outside, so figured I'd give myself a little break before going to White Sands. I hope it stops raining before then. But it just so happens I was craving some ice cream, and they sell ice cream here. But yeah, gonna check out the store, get some ice cream, take a little break, and keep on moving to White Sands. And here is one of the pistachio orchards, I guess is what it's called. So you gotta have, I think you have to have one male tree for every 5 female trees. And Obviously, the ones with the nuts on them are the female trees, and then the males are without nuts. But this is basically what a pistachio looks like as it's growing on the tree. A lot of people don't know what that looks like, so it's kind of cool to see them before they're harvested and cracked open to the standard thing that we're used to seeing. Yeah, as I was saying, you can see there's male trees and then there's female trees, and I think the ratio is 1 to 5, but pretty cool to see how they are on their natural state on the trees before they're, you know, shelled and roasted and all that good stuff. So gonna get some ice cream and keep on moving. So of course, when you're in pistachio land, you have to get pistachio ice cream and a bag of spicy ranch pistachios. They probably had, I don't know, 15 different flavors to choose from. The best part is they had a tasting stand where you can help yourself, so no one is watching. You can kind of fill your whole hand up, and you must have ate $5 worth of free pistachios too. So let's see how their homemade pistachio ice cream is. Tastes like pistachio ice cream, just like I remember it. It's been a long time since I had pistachio ice cream though. Very pistachio-y, but yeah, that'll probably scratch the itch. It's funny, I was just literally driving down the road thinking I wanted some ice cream, which is weird. I never freaking want ice cream, but just so happened the pistachio land has ice cream, so here we are. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out at White Sands. Hopefully I can still get some video and maybe walk around a little bit, but it's raining pretty good, which is pretty unique for southern New Mexico. But anyways, gonna continue on down the road. Hopefully the rain kind of cuts off a little bit, and next stop, White Sands. Well, we might be in luck. It's still raining, but I see the sand dunes on the horizon and a little bit of sun coming through the clouds. Let's just hope it quits raining, or rains slows down enough for me to go enjoy the sand dunes. Well guys, I freaking made it, and guess what? It's not raining. Like literally the rain stopped as I'm driving up the road to the dunes. And check this freaking place out, man. Look at how amazing this is. Just white sand as far as you could possibly see all the way around. And god damn, it's beautiful. It's crazy, like it's just, you know, I've been here once before with my kids, and we brought sleds, and you could sled down them. Thankfully, the rain has actually compacted the dunes right now, so it's really easy to walk on. Usually sand is obviously a pain in the ass to walk on, but the rain has compacted it so much that it's easy to walk, you know, and you're not digging in. I was gonna put some sandals on, but don't even need to. But check this out. Just absolutely stunning white sand. And for some facts, it's actually not sand, it's gypsum, which you know, your standard sand is made out of silica, and this is a completely different material. Gypsum is basically what you make sheetrock out of at your home, or you know, that your walls are made out of and stuff. And so unlike regular sand, silica sand, gypsum is water soluble. That means that when it rains, it actually dissolves, especially if it rains enough. It'll dissolve and run down the roads and run down the hills, and basically until the, you know, it's done raining, then it just kind of sits in a water basin where the moisture evaporates out of it, and then the winds, as you can probably hear, break it apart and blow it back up and create the dunes again. So this is like a never ending changing area with the dunes. They're always shaping and forming differently with the winds and the rains. So over time, this whole area just looks completely different. But yeah, just kind of cool fact I was reading about it. Didn't know that at all. And apparently the white looks white to us, but it's actually, gypsum is clear, and the little sand particles, when they get blown around, they get scratched up in blowing, and it scuffs the surface of the sand particle, therefore making it white. So when the sun's rays shine on it, it makes it look white instead of clear like I guess it is naturally. So just some cool stuff I was kind of reading about the dunes. Also, if you're not from here, this is a famous missile testing area. The White Sands Missile Range is back that way. I don't know how far, but I think this whole area is about 260 square miles, if I read right, which is just huge, insanely huge. And apparently 220 square miles is for recreational use, and the other 40 square miles is used for missile testing by the military. So there's a bunch of signs around here, a lot of restricted areas and stuff like that you're not able to drive into and go into. But yeah, I mean, still to this day they're testing missiles on the site. There's signs that have flashing lights and basically let you know when a missile test is going off, so that way you don't freak the fuck out if a bomb goes off. But anyways, I made it. The rain let off just enough. Look how dark it is back behind me. Back this way. Those thunderstorms have just been crazy, and been getting a lot of rain lately. But yeah, this place is just, it's hard to describe. I mean, it's literally like walking in Antarctica, but it's hot. And that's another thing, it's only 70 degrees today, thank God, because with all this cloud cover and rain, it's been well over 100, 105, 110 degrees down here lately. But I just happened to pick the perfect day to come. 70 degrees, cool, breezy, a little bit of rainy, and it's just absolutely perfect. This is an amazing place to take your family to see something that you probably can't see really anywhere else in the world. Maybe some small parts of the world, but I mean, definitely you can see sand dunes, but not white sand dunes. It's just, it's hard to describe. I was actually having a random thought on the way over here. I often hear people say, well, how do you travel so much, and how do you afford to go do that stuff? The reality is everybody can travel if you just quit wasting your damn money on stupid shit that you don't need. It cost me $45 in gas to get here. It cost me $25 to enter the park, $15 to eat. So what's that, $60, $70 to come and see something that is just stunning, you know what I mean? 70 bucks. We waste $70 on a dinner at Applebee's for a family of 3 or 4 anymore. Like, there's just no excuse to not get out and see the beauty that our states have to hold. Every state has these natural wonders. You may not have white sand dunes where you're from, but you sure as hell have waterfalls or rivers or, you know, oceans and all kinds of stuff to explore and see. And you just don't take the time to do it, and you don't take the money, the little bit of money that it takes to do it, because you think it's expensive. Or I think it just comes down to an excuse to not do stuff, you know, for most people. But enough preaching. Just kind of had that on my mind when people give me shit about always being gone or always traveling and always seeing things. You know, sometimes it is expensive to go places and see things and do things, but you know, a lot of times it's not. A lot of times it's cheap or free, or, you know, a $5 pass, $10 pass, and that's it. So quit making excuses. Get out there, see what your state has to offer. You know, this is 3 hours from my house, 3.5 hours from my house, but it's like a world away as far as like beauty and just, you know, something completely different than what I got at home. So anyways, enough with my preaching. I'm gonna take in the sights around here and just enjoy my time here, enjoy the weather. God, I'm gonna enjoy the weather. And anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I appreciate you watching, especially all the way to the end again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just gonna start doing a lot more stuff like this too. I make a lot of excuses and go to dumb places like Las Vegas way too much, and you know, places that I've been to 1,000 times, and I just don't take the time to research and go to see places like this that are just naturally beautiful without the hustle and bustle and all the noise, I guess. So anyways, again, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.